without a ticket on your plate. You ain't sick enough to pull it on yourself. You ain't rich enough to hit the light escape. Tell me when destruction gonna be my fate. Gonna be a fate, gonna be a fate. Peace to the world, let it rotate. Money, my DNA.
Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got like right now, I'm impatient.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two wide receivers will be looking to be #1 targets on the field in today's game. It's Jones's Falcons going up against Brown's Steelers.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Second down, here's Ryan. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And the quarterback won't take the snap here. This is the Wildcat look. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. Job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught by Brown. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, It's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A Steeler first down, Roethlisberger to Bryant. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. So completion on second down, that brings up third. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Fresh set of downs here. On the direct snap, Freeman. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. This time, Ryan will throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Oh, the spin. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On second down, Freeman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. On 3rd down, it's Coleman, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. Fourth down. Here's Ryan. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tougher roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And getting a look at the Wildcat here. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Right there around the 35-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Gabriel, the man in motion. Third and long. It's Ryan. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 45 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense, and they're already looking for more. Here's they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. They toss to Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 14 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure If something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Over the middle here to Brown. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
These two.
Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Good positioning, and it's picked off. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the pitch to Freeman. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And some room to work. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Finding some room at midfield. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And now running right through it. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Freeman again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Falcons a first down. This is Freeman. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football part.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. So that'll back him up 5. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, look at the juke. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Roethlisberger will throw. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 75 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And he'll bang that one through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And some room to maneuver. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 52 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a toss right, Freeman. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Freeman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Oh, look at this play call. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll look to run with Freeman. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal? They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Ryan. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Snags it for the pick, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And the wideout in motion.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's had. Now 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Freeman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab?